Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him. To be true, we had other things on our mind, Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
Well, I thought you said good stuff.
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
Before me, she stood, her clothing set aside. No flaw to be found in all her body.
All clothing was set aside?
All of it.
And there was no flaw?
No flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be.
They're just straight up like, how do I get around this scene? I know, it'll be completely off camera. That's how we'll do it.
How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form. What perfect thighs.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes,
I love you.
I love you too. I always will.
Did you hear something?
No. It's only us, Jack. You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Hey! Philip the Prior! Monk!
It would appear that Philip and Aliena take very different responses emotionally to seclusion. Oh, Philip's in prison. They imprisoned the monks? Really? Things didn't really work out for King Stephen, did they? Also, Alfred knows, and I'm sure he's a completely reasonable person about this, and won't make a giant stink of everything. Also, did they really have to go with the top of the cathedral? Like, I know it's a cool looking location and all that, but really? Like, couldn't find a more secluded place at all? Like, say, I don't know, the house one of you has? One of them has a house that's just theirs. It's not like the brother's gonna come back. After the Battle of Lincoln.
That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall.
The killing will go on and on. No one will hear us pray. No one there to save us. I feel so empty. No one looks out for us. We're all alone. So that war, that conflict, and that encounter was the moment that made Philip lose his faith in God. And he's building a church. If the devil is man, there is no hell. There is no heaven. Richard, at least he's alive. How long have we been here? What will they do with him? Does not look defeated. What motivates him to go on and on?
What about Ranulph's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk.
This book feels different now. How many died?
What?
How many people died in the battle?
Too many. I even lost my horse. But Robert is not an animal. I'll give him that. Or we wouldn't be here.
Yes, how charitable of them to pause at the last moment before the final deaths, after the countless many.
If this is just a book, then what good could come from reading it? Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for your defeat.
I don't hold it against you. And it seems you have God on your side.
God is not responsible for this madness. Man is.
You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maude now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself and for Bishop Waleran.
He's over there. Thank you.
Francis!
Oh, Philip.
Of course. You came with your master, Earl Robert, did you not?
Yes. When I heard from Bishop Henry that you were in Lincoln, I started looking. He thought you were dead.
Not yet. It is good to see you, brother.
Henry said you came because you need a market license.
Yes.
I think I know someone who can help. I'll have you released, and then we will go to Winchester. Just be patient for a moment.
What about you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over.
If you want peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
then there really is no hope.
So this is your brother? I have heard much about you, Prior. Your brother has supported our family for many years now. And we remember those who are loyal to us. Hereby I grant Kingsbridge the same market rights as Shiring.
The same rights?
The same.
Thank you, my queen.
Thank you.
The bloodline is restored. Not long, and my son will take his rightful place here on the throne.
All will be as it was. I will be a just king, as Grandfather Henry was.
Peace will be restored in England. Do you have anything else you wish to tell us, Prior?
No. Nothing.
Thank you, my queen.
This game has an issue with very, very rapid time limits crossed with like long sentences to read, where I'm just like, there's just, maybe it's just me, but I'm looking at the sheer amount of text they throw at you in those conversations. And I'm like, what does it say? And then the other one, ah, shit, it's already over. I'm like, well, son of a bitch. 1141. After the Battle of Lincoln, Kingsbridge was granted market rights by the English throne. The license grants Kingsbridge the same rights as Shiring. Finally, Philip is able to reopen the market, but in addition to that, is also allowed to hold a Fleece Fair. This is a great opportunity for the town and its people, as the wool traders despise the conditions of the Fleece Fair in Shiring. The Priory, the people of Kingsbridge, and the wool traders like Aliena will profit greatly. God damn it, the Hamleys. The kingship itself is overturned, and all chaos and change that you could think of seems to happen in this kingdom, and the Hamleys just casually switch sides and profit and continue, and so we're not going to be rid of them at all. But the thing that I said would probably fix the problem did happen. The king was defeated and replaced by somebody that's willing to work with us. It went exactly as I hoped it would. I might have wanted to use one of those dialogue options, but they just disappeared on you. What is this time sensitivity? It's not like you're like dodging an incoming like cart, like, oh no, quick time event, dodge out of the way of the chariot before you get trampled. It's like you're having a once in a lifetime audience with like what is she, the queen in? I guess she probably just is the queen until the is it the interim queen? I don't know what you call it when somebody's holding the throne until the next male is of age to take charge or something. Oh well. Chapter 12, The Great Beast. What you did. Wailerin knows Tom Builder is still alive. You dreamt of your parents, and Aliena and Richard. You learned about the events leading up to the Battle of Lincoln. You told the victim not to desert the army, but he died anyway. The king made you undress and put your life at risk. Francis arranged for Maude to give you a market license. After the horrors you saw, you've lost your faith. Boy, oh goody, oh boy. We're just putting this poor protagonist through so much, aren't we? Once again, I'm definitely wondering which parts of this thing you have control over, though, because some of these things feel pretty integral to the chapter and not up to my choice. We'll see. Like, I mean, they're both true. Things you do that you can't control and things you do that you can't control are still both things that you did.
In the last 2 days of the Fleece Fair, we have collected more money than we did during the last 3 markets combined.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a Fleece Fair of our own?
The law protects us.
And our Lord.
He is. Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery.
The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
Oh, I'm playing as Tom for, I think, the first time in this chapter, too. Because Philip is becoming his own withdrawn character now, where he's torn up by what's happened and probably going to become quite irritable and lost in thought to the point where he's complaining about music now. That's the thing he does now. Looks absent-minded, as if he was waiting for something. Disapproves of the busy fair. So far, the ongoing trend is character has problem, character seeks solution for problem, character solves problem while way worse thing happens as a result. Hooray! In a good mood since Philip returned. How many of them chose to be monks? How many of them were given to the cloister by their parents? They're just monks. There's Remigius, there's Philip, and then there's just the general concept of monks for Tom. Because he doesn't seem to know them the way that everyone else, that Jack and Philip do. Wants to talk to me. What am I going to tell him? I must make a decision.
Philip? Ah, you're back. How are things at the quarry?
All's in order. We won't have any further problems. So, why did you ask me to come?
It's about Jack. He got into a fight with Alfred again. Have you come to a decision yet about my proposition?
I'm not sure.
Jack can already read and write, and there is much more we can teach him here. What does his mother think?
Ellen won't talk to me because of this. She believes I'm favoring Alfred. But Alfred is the master craftsman. I taught him since he was 6. Jack is only an apprentice, and the two can't go on like this.
No, they cannot.
He wouldn't work on the cathedral, but he could stay in Kingsbridge.
He could?
I have no choice. I want the best for my children. For all of them.
Of course. Let us talk to Jack, then.
Yes.
That's why he was fixated on those monks and asking how many of them chose this versus being given to this place by their parents. Because that's what he's thinking of doing. Philip offered to help with Jack. We can't go on like this. Gotta reel it in, Jack. See what's happening now?
Let us talk to Jack, then.
Yes.
Tom? Wait for me.
Philip? Something is ailing you, isn't it? Philip, you told me in Cuthbert once that if you became prior, you would want to fight the priory's debt. Remember? It was the day little Jonathan came to us.
Yes, I remember. He was so little.
You achieved what you set out to do, and so much more. If only Cuthbert was still here with us to see this.
Milius, we have not had time to talk since I returned.
There was time, but you avoided it.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Why? For once, all is well.
It started even before I left my brother in Winchester, but he's still in the middle of all the chaos out there. I'm afraid. For him. For all of us. But it's not just that.
No?
I think I've lost my faith.
You?
Let us talk later, like we used to.
Yes, of course. We will.
Saying that in a crowded room.
Are you not coming, Remigius?
I have pressing matters to attend to, my prior.
All right.
And what kind of surprise is it?
Well, I think you'll be amazed, both of you.
Ooh, now I'm curious. When can we see it?
I should be done this afternoon. Come on, Jonathan. Let's have a look at the bear.
Yes, please.
Have fun, boys. Any idea what he's up to?
I have no idea.
Father, Jack took tools from the site. I don't know what he did with them, but I know he took them.
Well, you two won't get a chance to quarrel in the future. Philip will see to that. But Jack is not the only one to blame in this.
Something seems really messed up about the idea of becoming a priest for life, because when you were a teenager, you argued with your adopted brother too much. Like, of all reasons. That's... Oh... Aliena's gonna feel so responsible, isn't she, if she finds out about this? But also, like, why is Philip talking about losing his faith in such a public room in front of, like, 5 people? Like, he constantly knows to be quiet about various things, but that once the war happened, that kind of went away, it seemed. Suddenly he'll, like, saying, like, I prayed for your defeat, right to King Stephen's face, and then talking about losing his faith in front of everybody, including Remigius, the most, well, like, the top person I would probably not want to say that in front of for problem reasons. So proud of my little girl. But she should find herself a husband. Aliena should too. Well, she was working on that, but you're about to screw that up.
Martha, have you seen Jack?
He went with Jonathan to see the bear fight.
With Jonathan? That's dangerous. What is he thinking? Oh.
I cannot allow anything to happen to Jonathan. I'm responsible for him. You're not responsible for him. You specifically left him and refused to be known as his father. I thought that was the whole point. Never seen that many people here. Fleece merchants from all sorts of places. Don't understand some of the languages. We're known for far and wide then, aren't we?
That is a deal.
Oh, by the way, I've heard from Richard.
Is he all right?
Message didn't say, but I assume he's fine.
Why's that?
He says he needs me to buy him a new horse.
Look at him go!
Are you sure you want to see this?
Of course. What a show.
Why did the bear and dog fight?
It's in their nature. The beast that is more clever and stronger wins.
No. For them, there is no winning.
Jonathan, come here. You shouldn't have brought him here. It's dangerous.
I'm always doing something wrong no matter what I do. If Alfred had brought him here, I bet there wouldn't have been a problem.
There would have.
Maybe it's better if you and Jonathan go.
Come on.
Jack.
What?
I know how you feel.
Oh, really?
The world is unjust. We are like these poor animals, forced to tear at each other's flesh. It is a game, that they force us to play.
Who? Tom?
No. The kings and empresses, even the bishop, Tom, and all of us are made to live in an unjust world in which we are forced to make unjust decisions again and again. And we don't even know we are playing their game. You have every right to be angry. But there is a way to remove yourself from that cage. Perhaps not for the sake of God, but for the sake of man.
What do you mean?
I want you to become a monk.
Wait! Don't go wandering off on your own.
Have you considered picking up like a light jog, Tom, or anything that would catch him ever? Oh well, he's already gotten away. I guess we're done having a son. It's fine. Statistically, how often does the dog win against the bear, or do they just have the one bear and lots of dogs? Like it doesn't feel like the most fair gamble. And Philip has gone full Hot Topic broody lately.
No, I need to look after Jonathan.
No.
Soft to the touch and yet sturdy.
Have you two seen my son?
Ellen, he went over to see the bear fight.
Aliena? I have come to...
To what?
What's wrong with your brother?
I've no idea.
Aliena, I have come to ask for your hand in marriage.
Are you mad, Alfred Builder?
What?
Why would you think that I...
Did you hear that?
What was that?
What's happening?
Did Jonathan's not the one that died, right? I'm wondering if it's going to turn out that Tom gets killed in this scene or something. But like the assassin's finally successful, or if it's going to be something completely unrelated. But someone's probably dead. Oh no, don't cry. Pause here, except you can't say that.
Oh, now. I'm here. Should have looked out for you. You want us to go all the way up there? Like Alfred and Jack do? Come on. We'll go together. You and me.
So, this is it then?
Who's that man?
I am the Earl of Shiring, boy.
Stay with me, Jonathan.
Now, while my men inspect your market, tell me, where is your saint?
The crypt.
Speak up!
Tom!
The crypt!
Oh, you are Tom Builder. Two birds with one stone.
Jonathan!
Nope. Sounds like the scream might have been coming from here. This seems illegal. William is just relentless. What even motivates him at this point? Just spite, I guess.